What's up, everyone, and welcome to the 71st episode of the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society. Jeremy Johnson, along with Jim Range and Craig Nasello. It's great to have him back with this show, as he's already choked once. He's having a sip of water over there at the moment, and we're a little late. I apologize. That was my fault, but that's all right. We are here tonight.
37 minutes late.
I mean, it is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah, it happens.
Exactly. All right, so tonight, though, we are all about talking flavored. Now, I know that, number one, I know that St. Patrick's Day is coming up. And if you would like to see that episode, go back and check it out on Spotify and on YouTube. We have done, lots of episodes on Irish whiskey and St. Pat's Day.
Over the last 4 years, there's 4.5 years, there's at least been 3 of them we did.
Oh, yeah, completely. But I got hit up after the Canadian whiskey thing of, well, why don't you do flavored Crown Royal, because it's great. And then I got another one that was, well, you guys never talk about anything with flavors to it. And so I decided I think that we should break them into 2 separate shows.
Okay.
Because there is so much flavored Crown Royal that I don't think we could work it into one.
It could be its own show.
Like it could be its own, yeah. But so we also had a talk after these 2 gentlemen had went off to Hawaii and had a bottle of the Jack Apple. Now, number one, Craig, why did you pick Jack Apple while you were in Hawaii?
Why not? It was at Walmart, dude.
It's the only thing available.
There's Walmarts in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's America. It's not fucking Iraq, dude.
Okay, fair.
I mean, Jesus fuck.
We almost made it 4 minutes without a fuck being dropped.
I mean, that's pretty good, though.
I can't believe there's a Walmart in Hawaii. Well, fuck, it's America. There's Targets, too.
Really?
There's McDonald's. Hey, guess what? There's a McDonald's. And a fucking, what's the fast food Chinese place?
They got Panda Express?
Panda Express,
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Right, that was right by the hotel.
Maybe if you weren't afraid to fly for 8 hours, you could have gone with us and experienced it too.
Big fucking baby.
You
know what? There's alcohol on the plane.
Vagina hurts.
Nah, there's nothing to it. But anyway, so
I'm a
you
whiskey
guys,
steward. I can't go.
So we decided with
That's
that
what
one, I'm going to move on with that one. We decided, though, after the talk that we needed definitely to jump into the world of flavor. Like I said, we got a couple of messages on it. So tonight, it's all about the idea of flavored whiskeys. And there is none that has been more, let's say, polarizing than this crap right here. And that is Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey.
Oh, no, the Howler Head's pretty fucking polarizing, too.
Howler Head's more polarizing than Screwball, I think.
Well, we will get into Howler Head tonight, though,
shitty.
as our Is It Worth It at this damn bottle was $30.
No.
Okay.
Neither one of them are worth it. I can tell you that right now. We ain't got to go that fucking far.
Well, but tonight I have been asked about a cocktail with Screwball. Even producer Matt has made a question about this once. So this is for those guys, and I was not going to do the typified peanut butter and jelly shot because that's boring. It's boring, and it's Chambord, and it's cranberry juice, and it's gross. So tonight I am going to make what I'm calling a peanut butter cup, which is a pretty easy 3-ingredient cocktail using Screwball, and this stuff that's pretty good called Liquor 43 Chocolate. So pick that up at any store. It was a little expensive itself, but that's all right. This whole thing, it's one of the big things I want to get into is how expensive this flavored stuff has gotten for what it is. So, all right. For this, chill your glass. Would you like another one, Jim?
Sure.
Is that what you're doing here? Okay. All right.
I'll take a fresh glass, so that's fine.
Well, you got to get a glass then. All right.
I'll just use the same glass then.
So, most importantly,
Is it chilled?
this has to have ice. Like, it has to be shaken over ice because it really, really needs a dilution. So, with that, we're going to start off
Still
with,
pretty fucking strong.
It really is. But we're going to start off with 1.5 ounces of each. So, we're going to go 1.5 ounces of the Liquor 43 chocolate, which is weird because it is so thick I can't see.
How would it be with Godiva chocolate?
I think it would be good with any chocolate, really, like, to be honest with you. So, which one? I would say Bailey's would be good too. Then another 1.5 ounces here then of the Screwball whiskey.
I only got Godiva because that's what I use when I make chocolate martinis.
I could see that. Well, this kind of comes off almost chocolate martini-ish as you guys tasted. So, all right. ounce and a half of that. So we're 3 ounces per. And then we're going to take some Aztec chocolate bitters. About 3 dashes per. So that was 6 because I'm making 2. So, all right. Then we give it a shake with Jimmy's cool new shaker that actually works and comes apart. Very happy about that, by the way. So, give it a good shake.
I like it too.
Fucking cocktail up in this bitch.
Exactly.
Come on, Tom Cruise, spin that bitch.
Oh God. One day that's it. One day we'll get into flair bartending. There we go.
We need color ceilings.
We really do. So with this though, I do recommend that you get a double strainer. So this has a strainer to it. So we'll go that route. Come back over to Jim's, go into that route. Producer Matt is already getting up out of his seat, ladies and gentlemen, to come get this drink.
You can tell I did like this because I asked for a second one.
Right out of the box. So.
Well, I'm not having any other pours tonight also. So.
From that, we're going to take just a few drops of chocolate bitters on top. Kind of give it a little bit of a nose. And that is what I'm calling a peanut butter cup. So enjoy. If you would like the recipe to this, it will be on our Twitter. So go check us out on Twitter at MMA Bourbon. Also, we had for some reason, a great week last week on Twitter with all of the fight tweets and things that were going on. We had over 6,000 impressions on Twitter last week. That was pretty cool. Nice. So very cool with that.
So I think one thing with this drink.
Yes. Tell me.
You can adjust the peanut butter or the chocolate.
Yes.
Or the peanut you're taking.
To your liking too.
Thank you. All right.
I just ignore Craig. You can tell that.
That one almost got me, Craig. That one almost got me.
You got Matt.
I mean, it almost got me. So, okay. Yes, lady. Oh, there's a lid right here. Now I'm just all kinds of messed up after that one. So let's go down the road of flavored whiskeys, guys. The thing that got me with this is Jim Beam. Number 1 is pineapple, and that's pretty cool. But the idea that they are calling this pineapple liquor infused with Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Do you want to know why? Because you can't have flavors in bourbon. So you cannot say it's infused bourbon. You cannot say it's flavor infused bourbon. You have to say it is a liqueur flavored. Infused with bourbon.
Jack Daniels says the same thing.
So what does Jack Daniels say?
It says apple liqueur infused with or blended with Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey.
And what about the Jameson?
Jameson I don't think has to play by those rules. It's just Irish whiskey with natural orange flavors.
Interesting. So
because Irish whiskey
fuck
doesn't
you, I'll do what I want.
Irish whiskey is Irish whiskey.
Yeah,
and all they do is say they're adding flavor.
Yeah, there is a different rule to it. But with the set of rules that come with bourbon, where you can either, as I said, you cannot add flavoring to bourbon. You cannot add anything to the label, which is why whenever I made Uppercut, I apparently screwed up and did not name it right.
If you would have used the bourbon, you could have done it blended with, but by going with just a cheap whiskey that's all over the place, you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Uppercut is bourbon. It's actually,
here we go.
It's more.
Here we
it's more bourbon.
Go.
It's more bourbon than Jack Daniels is.
It's bourbon. Where's it say it? Where's the fucking Uppercut bottle at?
It does not say it because the government wouldn't let me say it. It says flavored.
Cinnamon walnut flavored whiskey. I don't see fucking bourbon anywhere on this motherfucker. You want to get technical? I don't see bourbon anywhere on this fucking bottle.
You are welcome.
So the reason
no. By your fucking rule.
Whiskey Stewart rules.
Whiskey Stewart rules. It's not bourbon.
You're right. It's not. It's not a bourbon, according to the government. Even though it's made with bourbon, but because we called it,
it's not made with bourbon. It's made with whiskey.
No. I might be kicked off the show after starting this conversation.
We're splitting cunt hairs now.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
Fine. But
now we just got banned.
No, it's fine. Every bit of it is fine. So all right.
K-pop's agreeing with us.
Got it. Okay. So.
Just a cock hairs.
All right. Moving on.
I'm glad Mama Range
Moving on.
Just saying.
What is, out of all of the flavors that you have tried so far, and I'm not talking about what's up here because we'll get into that, what has been your favorite flavored whiskey that you have tried?
Well, I can tell you what my fucking least favorite are. There are 2 of them right there.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Are we going back to this now? Okay, great.
My least favorite. Brought to you by Uppercut.
Damn, you're a little late. You get beat on tonight. Okay.
Yeah,
Little.
yeah,
Now,
little.
for real, what has been your favorite flavor so far that you found?
I mean, honestly, you guys know me. I'm a Jameson person,
Sure.
through and through. Most of the Jameson stuff they put out is really good. Some of these whiskeys or bourbons or whatever you want to fucking call it, sometimes they get a little too heavy-handed on the flavoring.
Okay. Is it the sweetness or is it the artificial?
The artificial, mostly. I can handle the sweet. I don't like the artificial taste. Like the Howler Head is bad.
Well, the Howler Head is a really, really artificially flavored bourbon. So I found this interesting. I went out and I found a multi-pack of Jim Beam flavors. And so
It looks like there's 3 different ones.
cherry, apple, and honey. I don't know. I'm kind of interested. I know what Red Stag tastes like. It's really good with Malibu. Let's see what apple tastes like. You can.
I noticed you have the orange Jameson up there.
Yes.
A couple years ago, you showed me how to make that orange marmalade.
Yes.
Orange Jameson. So I took that drink to a guy's trip.
pretty good.
And I ended up making drinks for an hour straight because the guys love that orange marmalade, orange Jameson drink, to the point where we had to stop and make new simple syrup.
Really?
And then we went back to
good.
making
I've had
drinks.
it.
So
I appreciate that because that was one of my creations, and so I'm kind of stoked on it. The thing that I got though is like how big this has really become, and also this is the first time we've ever had an airplane bottle on the show. So
I mean, I'm leaving here soon, so.
yeah, exactly. What do we think? What is that one?
That's the black cherry.
Let me see.
That's like cough syrup.
So this is Red Stag, right?
Red Star.
Red Stag.
Red Stag.
Was it a stag? Oh yeah, it is a G. It looks like a. It's cough syrup.
Robitussin?
Y'all have ever had
Robitussin.
Robitussin? This is cherry flavored Robitussin, like for real. That's terrible.
The apple one
Okay.
wasn't too bad. The cherry was, oh my god.
Well, pop the honey now. Let's see what we think of it. Now I'm into this just because we have them. So
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
absolutely. But again, it's still the idea of the other thing that got me was how expensive this shit was for what it is.
Yeah, that tastes like
That's cough
Robitussin. That
medicine,
smells
too.
like Robitussin. Ooh.
Okay, that's not bad.
I got cough medicine on that one too, on the honey.
Yeah, it's kind of like a honey cough drop, but
Yes.
it's still not bad.
It's not good.
No, it's not good. But none of them are good if you're a whiskey aficionado, they say.
I'm good.
So if you like regular bourbon, I've heard that you hate this kind of stuff. So at what point in time would I'll go to you on this one, Jimmy. You're having a party. You break out the flavored stuff, even though there's a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle sitting over in the corner. What brings that out over something good?
Because he's cheap and fuck them, they ain't getting me happy. I'm sorry. Did I
All
come
right,
out loud?
Craig wins. It's true.
Craig wins. No, I mean, you saw it earlier. My wife hates bourbon. She can't stand the smell of it. She walked upstairs with a pineapple drink you made her.
That's true.
She tried the peanut butter cup and liked that.
That is a true statement.
The flavored whiskey, I think, has its place for people who may not necessarily like bourbon or whiskey, but you can make a drink that they're going to enjoy with it.
All right, that's fair.
And it crosses both borders. Those that like bourbon, whiskey, I'll just say whiskey in general, and those that don't.
So the thing that gets me too is that, there's always been how many flavored vodkas out there of anything and everything. But really
I can't drink vodka. So I don't know.
me either. But this is really kind of kicked in now with the idea of flavored whiskeys coming up. There was, as we've seen here, there was a peach Jim Beam. There's other flavors out there. Like I said, we will get into in a show later coming up. The
Crown's got a bunch of different ones.
I counted 6 at the store.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's from salted caramel to maple to apple to blackberry, which is apparently, you ready for this? The blackberry's allocated.
Wow.
There's flavored Canadian whiskey that's allocated.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to shut up, though.
No, say it.
No. You don't want me to say it.
Is this bad?
Yeah, it's
This
bad.
is bad?
All right.
Yeah, it's
so
real bad.
I'll
We're going to get
interject
kicked off.
I'll
Okay, let's not get
interject
kicked
so
off then.
Craig
Okay.
doesn't go someplace
All right.
he shouldn't, and other places can work
Yes.
if you're baking.
Yeah.
You want to add a little whiskey with it. You're making apple pie. Throw a little bit of the Jack Apple in with it.
I know that producer DJ K-Pop did that with a muffin of some sort because we bought a local distillery, which I won't say what it is. God damn it, Craig. But we bought some sort of whiskey, and it was local, and I will not mention the name because it was terrible. But the only thing that it worked in was like cooking. What's that? No, it was not.
Oh, God.
At all. So, I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments. Are you a big fan of flavored whiskeys? Because apparently it is the next biggest trend, and for a 65 proof at $29 a bottle, that seems a little much.
We fucking killed off that bottle of apple. I was pretty drunk. I don't care.
Well, that's actually higher, isn't it? What is the proof on that one?
Not that that one was 60 or 70.
70. So it's
Ooh.
still. But I mean,
So
if you
we're
kill off a
70.
bottle of it.
60, 60,
Okay.
or whatever those two are.
Howler Head is 80. Okay. And Screwball is 70. So a lot of flavor, a lot of sugar, a lot of calories, but.
Jameson are the two low balls.
Bless you. Okay, moving on. Like I said, let us know in the comments here or on our YouTube page. Do you like flavored whiskey? What's your favorite? What's your mixer? Or do you think it's just stupid? So, I don't mind it. I think it has its place.
It's got its
It has its
really
place. Yeah, it has its place.
I was always against it, but I mean, you know, so.
Well, I mean, you think about it. If you want to do,
He was against it until he had his own.
if you want to,
Damn.
God damn, the claws are out.
Really?
tonight.
No
Jesus
kidding.
Christ, them teach you to be fucking late again. don't they?
Absolutely. It's what I get for being late.
I had to wait
So,
an hour for a drink.
But
If I would have started when you were supposed to be, I would have been drunk by now.
anyway,
don't care
continue,
who's
Craig.
so you had to get a blowout.
Yeah.
Continue, Craig, please.
No pun intended.
I think they're really good. Like if you do like mixed drinks with them and stuff
Yeah.
like that, just to give them a little extra flavor into certain drinks, stuff like that. Like I mean, I've drank multiple bottles of that Jameson Orange.
Oh, 100%.
I love it.
Yeah. So, all right. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments or on our YouTube page at MMA Bourbon Society, and let us know. So, all right, moving up to our Sip, Sink, and Save tonight, which, of course, is brought to you by Brad Carey at Unrivaled Realty. Check them out, unrivaledrealty.com, for all of your home buying and selling needs. He does land, he does houses, he does multi-unit buildings. He does it all. If you are buying it, he's your guy. So check him out at Unrivaled Realty. Call or text him at 314-378-6939.
Someday I'm gonna get this canceled. You know that.
I
right?
100%. I know that, and I'm just waiting for that day, and it'll be fine. We'll take it to Patreon after that, so it'll be good. Because there are people, believe it or not, who will pay for this, which I was amazed by. Also, by the way, big thanks to big thank you to the people who came out from the show to my bar the other night. Thank you very much. That was very cool. I didn't catch your name, but if I'm there the next time, come say hi. So that was pretty cool. They all wanted the drink that we. It is called the Speakeasy in Granite City, Illinois. Shameless plug there, 1318 Niedring House Avenue. But yeah, they came in and they knew all of us, like by name, the whole bit.
That's
Yeah,
scary.
that's scary.
And then they wanted the drink that we had just done. They wanted the bourbon margarita.
That was good.
So
So,
Don't know
since
what
we've
my-
done all your other business, should we call out Think IT also?
All your IT
accessory
recycling
needs?
needs. Think IT. I'll tell you the
I'm
phone
just
number,
looking
but I
out for
know
you,
it.
buddy.
I also own a real estate development business too, so it's called Steeltown Property Investments. Thanks. Okay, I mean, and we own Uppercut Sauces, so there we go. All right.
Butt plugs by Jeremy.
Oh my God, this hurts.
Not
Okay.
touching that one.
Not at all. All right, Jimmy Range.
Yes.
You get to
He
go
tries
first.
them all out.
Mr. Range,
I'm
sink and
sorry.
save, please. Good
Oh
God.
Who would have thought
God.
5 obnoxious whiskeys up here
Along with
would
all-
cause us to go down rabbit holes
along
like this?
with
Oh my God.
with airplane bottles.
Yeah.
We have airplane bottles
So
on
this one's
show.
really interesting. I mean,
Those are going in my carry
What is
on.
carry-on?
Hey, I used to have 5 bottles of Jack Daniels
Yeah.
in my carry-on at all times at one point.
so
Hey.
Just
yeah.
in case the plane ran out.
you never know. You're not supposed to drink on the plane, but you can.
All right, Jim,
All right.
please put
So
us back on
as
track.
Craig mentioned, the bottle of, actually it's, how's it called? Tennessee apple. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple. He
Made
picked
with
that
real
up in
apples.
Hawaii, and we sat there and had a few drinks straight from the bottle that night. You brought it back. It was like, I was impressed.
Yeah,
It caught me off guard,
great
much
flavor.
better than I would have thought. Jameson Orange, we've had numerous times on the show, before, after, during. That's solid. The bean pineapple,
So solid.
the original plan we had was peach, and Jeremy saw the pineapple, so let's try that, because he likes upside down pineapples.
Oh my God! I'm just sitting back here washing dishes.
What?
and-
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So,
Thought it was
but
just-
I thought that was
just
a
say
nice
swinging.
curveball to throw.
Fuck, I don't know.
We're at Jim Range's house, just so y'all know. There we go. Okay. No.
No.
Wow, we really went down a rabbit hole. Okay.
But no, pleasantly surprised there too. All three are, in terms of flavored whiskey, I thought they're all pretty decent.
Yeah.
I could drink all three of them if I wanted. What caught me off guard was they're all three, in my mind, fairly even. The pineapple really stood out. I could see that as a sipper. That's one I could drink straight from the bottle and sip it. And where I get torn at then is...
I see what you're doing there, Jeremy.
Continue,
Where I
please.
get
Right.
torn is between the orange and
More.
Jack Apple. Because honestly, like I said, I like them all. Hard to say which one's going down the drain, but we face this all the time with other bottles.
It's true.
Oh, I was thinking pineapple orange.
And because
try the apple?
of the ability to mix the orange more with different flavors, I'm going to sink the apple and save the orange.
All right.
Just
So
because you can take that so many different directions with orange as the base liquor.
So one more time. Sip, sink, and save is.
I'm going to sip it, I'm going to save it, and I'm sip it, sink it, save it.
Fucking
Fair.
old age is really getting to you, ain't it?
It really is. I mean,
Jesus
it's almost like that lady on the Invicta poster. We'll get into that later, but that's okay. No. So all right, Craig Nasello.
So, everybody knows, at least if you watch the show, I love Jameson. Always have. I don't know what it is about their products, but I like their products. But I'm also a huge Jack Daniels person because it's fucking cheap.
These aren't cheap.
And I'm cheap.
They're not cheap though.
They're cheaper than fucking a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle, ain't it?
But it's
and it does the same thing as
but-
get me drunk.
But that bottle is actually more than an old number 7.
Yeah, I know. But it's cheaper than a fucking.
Happy Van Winkle.
I know,
Yeah.
but
I mean, then I haven't held
It's cheaper than
27.
a Blanton's that I can find that.
Right. Fair.
But
you're going to find old number 7 half the price, and
yeah, it's not half the price.
but it's going to be a higher proof content too.
I know, but it's not going to be half the price. It's going to be a third of the price, maybe.
A third?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I haven't bought shit in a long time. Anyway, you made me lose my train of thought on what I was talking about.
Getting old sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, but just know you'll be first, not me.
Oh, that's insane.
Anyway, so like we said, they had the Jack Apple in Hawaii. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Jameson is a staple at my house. I have a bottle of plain, a bottle of orange. And tonight was the first night I've had the apple. This is the first time I've seen the apple, actually.
You mean
Jack.
Pineapple.
Pineapple Jack, I'm sorry.
Or Jim.
bean?
Jim Beam.
Pineapple bean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Pineapple Jim Beam.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's drinking.
I will say I was unimpressed with it.
Really?
Wow.
I think it needs a little bit more flavoring of pineapple. Just
Yes.
a little bit.
Okay.
Not a lot.
I can see that because you don't get that sweetness and that
Right.
the pop of a fresh
You get the
pineapple.
sweetness out of this
Yes.
and the orange. So I'm actually
I
gonna,
agree with that.
I'm gonna save the Jameson.
Okay.
I'm gonna, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I fucking love pineapple anything. I'm gonna sink the Jim Beam and I'm gonna save and a sip on the apple.
Okay.
I'm surprised you're saying that too, because I actually bought the pineapple knowing how
I
big
like
of a
it.
fan you are.
It's not that it's bad.
Right.
I like it. I just think it needs a little bit more.
No. And saying that,
Pineapple
I
flavor.
can completely
Just
get
a
my head
little
wrapped
bit,
around
you
that.
know.
Yes.
Just a little bit, not enough for me. For me.
Fair.
I mean, everybody else might think it's too much.
No, I could see that a little bit more pop to it.
I mean, you can ask Jimmy. All I ate while I was in Hawaii was pineapple.
I did too.
Yeah, fucking love
That and
pineapple.
fish.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all went to Hawaii. It's fine.
Ugh,
There you go.
I
Greg.
hate fish.
There you go. All right, let us know what you think. Well, I guess I should do mine while I'm at it.
Yeah, hey,
I mean,
Is that your drink?
it is. Would you like one?
Please. When you get a second.
Oh
after
yeah,
you do
that's
yours.
good. There you go. That'll mess you up quicker than anything.
I don't have far to walk. It's okay.
this guy got the chocolate.
Did I not wash it out enough?
Not yet.
Oh, you okay? Okay, I'm with you. All right. Whew. I was like, wow, I washed the glass. Okay,
Pineapple sour?
so it is kind of.
Yeah.
It's a pineapple orange.
I think we need
Fuck,
an egg
that's
white.
good on the nose.
If it had an egg white, it'd be amazing. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I think it's good. It tastes good. I think it needs a little touch more pineapple.
I could go with that. But yeah, that was an interesting.
But I think
one.
it ties back to your pineapple here. That
And we did pineapple and orange
Right.
in that one. So that was
And orange
3/4
juice.
ounce of each. Yeah, orange juice, pineapple juice, lime juice. So
Orange bitter.
that would have been good. That would have been good.
third down, or you could have.
All right. So number one,
Where at?
I was really surprised with all of these flavor-wise.
You had a hunt and peck for it.
I am not a fan of flavored
Underneath.
whiskey in the least. I think that it's kind of an abomination, even though I have one.
What's an abomination?
Flavored
Some
whiskey.
flavored whiskeys. So, but with these, I was very impressed with all of them. Great taste, not an overly chemically flavor, which is what has always been my kind of go-to. Is the problem is they all kind of taste like chemicals, hence Howler Head. But for mine tonight, I am going to sip the Jameson Orange because it is probably the best out of any flavor that I've ever had. There is so much that can be done with it. And as a matter of fact, I'll put the recipe for Matt's favorite drink out on our Twitter. And then I'm going to save the pineapple because I can make a lot of stuff with that really, really easily. I am going to sink the Jameson or the Jack Daniel's apple solely because Jack Daniel's is Tennessee whiskey and it's not bourbon. Okay.
Uppercut
Moving
whiskey is all I'm saying.
Also not bourbon.
So anyway, that's mine. I'm going to sip, I'm going to sink, and I'm going to save. Let us know in the comments, what would you guys do out there with it?
Daniel Boyer. We need some peanut butter whiskey. What's what we're fucking talking about right now,
Oh, I
Daniel?
see, I can't see the comments, so I don't
He
know what's
wants
going
Jeremy
on.
to come up with one. I think.
Oh.
What are we, I missed, I can't
Daniel
see the comments.
Boyer is saying we need peanut butter whiskey, Jeremy.
We've got it right there. If you want me to make one, it would be a long process because I'm still 2 years in on a banana that I did. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on tonight to our other big whiskey segment, and that is our Is It Worth It?
No.
Nope.
No, it's not. All right. It is Howler Head Banana, owned by Uncle Dana White. It is,
Hey, if you want credentials, you might want to quit calling him Uncle Dana White.
well, I mean, that's probably a good idea. Look, I haven't
saying.
gotten credentials in probably
Just throwing it out
4
there.
years.
I'm not too.
I
happy
know I
with him
pissed
right
somebody
now
off
because
once.
it's Saturday night.
He didn't have nothing to do with it. We gotta call ESPN
What's that?
Plus.
He's got his licensing
Well,
through.
no, she got it through somebody else, but that's okay. Yeah.
Who?
I
Get the fuck out of here.
I still have the portal info to get in. I don't think she does. But anyway, I don't care. All right. Howler Head Whiskey.
She has lupus, right?
It's not worth it. Do we all agree?
It's not
Easy.
worth it.
It's not worth
It's
it.
not worth it.
This is the first time we've all ever said no before we even.
It's not
got
worth
to the
They're
question.
both. I mean, the
It's-
screwball, I guess, is okay. I mean, it was pretty decent in that little chocolate drink you made.
Screwball. You can do some
But
things with
Howler
Howler
Head,
Head.
it just tastes like fake banana. Tastes like Laffy Taffy. It's just too sweet.
No,
It's
Laffy
not-
Taffy's good. That's not.
So,
We've been saying this since it came out. Too.
I know.
and but the thing is whenever it first came out, I was also working on an uppercut banana which we all had, and Craig drank half a bottle and damn near fell down the stairs because it was good.
Because it was made with real bananas.
Well, yeah, it's made. Yeah, if it ever comes out, it's made with real bananas, and it's apparently an FDA nightmare. So I don't know, but they didn't like the idea of real fruit being a shelf life.
Can you pasteurize whiskey?
So from what I was told, the way we were trying to make it, it would work because it's an infusion and then taken out, but they still had to shelf life test it. And by shelf life testing it, it takes a lot of
5
time.
years, 6 years.
Well, they don't actually have to sit
Yeah.
it, which is good, but there's a whole process to it. And it got very, very expensive, and I decided to drop it because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That
So,
makes sense.
yeah. But anyway, if you like Howler Head, there's nothing wrong with that. It's very banana candy, It is super sweet. It is super sugary. And if you enjoy it, perfect. Do we think it's worth it at $30? No, we don't. All right, moving into the world of combat sports.
15 maybe.
I'd go 10,
Just for
15.
people to try it.
I'd go 15, 20.
I'm not going to buy it, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to throw a price out there because it's not something I want to put in the house. If somebody wants
But your
it,
nephew loved it.
he did love it.
So,
He's
But
also,
he could also bring it on his own.
he's also a college kid, or was a college kid then.
yeah. But, all right, moving into the world of combat sports. Combat sports brought to you, of course, by Yoroi Tape, the finest in athletic tape wraps. Check them out, Yoroi USA Tape. Good stuff, Craig. Website, please.
YoroiUSA.com.
Perfect. All right. UFC 313 in the books.
Didn't get to watch it.
I tried. For 45 minutes, I gave up.
Welcome to our gotcha question tonight. I have something on that from ESPN. So,
Okay.
Matt, I'm going to need you on the microphone for this one because your favorite fighter, one Alex
Oh, I
Pereira.
thought you were going to say Jake.
Jake Paul.
Jake
I
Paul.
know, Jimmy Range's
Come on,
favorite fighter,
dude.
Jake Paul. Alex Pereira has been unseated. Producer Matt, did you watch the fight? Were you able to get in?
I was unable to watch the fight.
Okay. I watched the fight. Alex Pereira could not pull the trigger on anything whatsoever.
It's because Drake bet on it.
Really? Is that where we went?
There was like 4 curses.
Drake put big money on him, didn't he?
Drake put money on him. He was on the cover of the ESPN video or the UFC video game, and there was like 2 other things that all kind of.
Okay. Well, that was the so. I know you guys didn't get to watch it, but I know you saw some of the highlights of it.
Actually, no, I haven't.
Okay. Well,
I haven't seen any of it, honestly.
Pereira stood there and couldn't throw a punch. Do you
That's
not agree with
interesting.
me, Matt?
I agree.
Okay. So
Did
with
the
this,
Durkistan guy just smothering
Yes.
the whole time? Yeah. So
how do
he
you
needs
pronounce his
plan
name?
B.
Magomed
Ankalaev.
Magomed Ankalaev.
So
He is,
Pereira needed plan B on Sunday.
no, actually, he threw some shots. He did not wrestle him. He never
Oh,
got him to the
okay.
ground.
Interesting.
But he kept him on the cage, kept the pressure, landed the shots that he needed.
So basically, within 2 rounds, you wanted to go to sleep because it was fucking boring.
There wasn't a lot to it.
Well,
So,
but in
yeah, it was, yeah. So,
It was a girls' fight that apparently made people want to quit UFC completely.
but it wasn't as bad as the Rose Namajunas and what's her name?
Carla Esparza?
Carla Esparza. Yeah, it was not nearly as bad as that. So
Or Nagano and
it wasn't even as bad as that.
Yeah.
So with that though, all right, is the Alex Pereira hype train over?
Dana said
No.
they're running it back.
No, why is it over? Dude has been fucking killing people.
He's had 5 fights in 500 days.
Yeah.
5 championship fights in 500
Killing
days.
people. He's
Nobody else has
fighting,
done it.
fighting the best of the best every fight. He lost to he beat the shit out of Adesanya, and then come back and lost to Adesanya, and then went and beat him again. Or did he? Yeah, he beat him again.
Prochaska.
Yeah, and then he moved up to 205 and started killing people there. So, the dude's not done.
The
He's still
hype
young.
train's not over.
He's just-
he needs to recover and rethink this fight.
He needs some time
He got
off.
held against a cage and didn't know how to recover from it.
He needs some time off to practice wrestling.
He did very, very well in the wrestling defense. I mean, his
understand
takedown
that.
defense
I understand
was
that.
impeccable.
But you still
Because
got to
he-
be able to wrestle to get off the fucking cage.
Absolutely, but he
Right.
did. He had a Dagestani who couldn't take him down, which is really saying something to his credit. So, all right, so you guys don't feel the hype train is done.
No, I think
Producer
he's done.
Matt, as being Alex Pereira's #1 fan in the room, is he finished?
No.
Why?
He'll be back. They'll feed him. Either they'll run him back with Ankalaev and he'll come up with a different game plan, or they'll feed him some guy that he's going to knock out in spectacular fashion.
All right. Okay.
That's my thoughts.
I mean, they need to fucking give him something because, I mean, he's been the card saver as of late.
Yeah, he's
Well, that's
saved-
the whole thing.
And as close as the fight was, people want to see it come back.
Oh, I would definitely want to see it run back. I mean, especially if it's that fucking boring, you want to see some action.
Well, the
You know.
biggest.
But I mean, he even got outstruck though. Pereira got outstruck in the fight.
Yes, 100%.
Almost 2-1 in the 3 rounds that he got outstruck in was almost 2-1.
Well,
Interesting.
if you wanted some action,
Sure he wasn't hurt?
the Justin Gaethje fight was big.
He's just fun to watch.
He is. Been fun to watch for years. So with this, though, he took the win, unanimous decision. I don't remember the gentleman's name that he fought, but they had fought before. Zaitsev or something I can't pronounce. But anyway, so with this, Justin Gaethje, former BMF title holder, where does this put him now back into the Fiziev, right?
Fiziev,
Yeah. So where does this put him back in the title shot? Is it a title shot? Is it time for Justin Gaethje to go out on a win?
55, right?
Yeah.
Who's got the belt at 55 now?
Ilya Tapora? No. Dagestani?
Yeah, it's China, right?
Yeah, China.
Oh, Tan Shakhshimayev.
China.
Yeah.
Or no, it's Makhachev.
Oh, Islam Makhachev.
Dagestani?
Oh, 100%. Dagestani is
I'm just
running the
asking.
board
No,
right
I'm
now.
just asking.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just asking.
No, 100%.
Okay.
But it is. It's like the Dagestani world right now is
Well, this is the 3rd world champion.
Those motherfuckers, dude, that Sambo is something.
100%.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Sambo's the real deal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know?
To watch some of these guys who did sambo and judo and I've seen a video of Islam Makhachev doing judo and it's freaking amazing.
I just watched an episode of Easy Talk with Ariana and Sid, and they're both 100% right. These guys can go in there and fucking lose and cover their fucking bills for a year living over
fair.
there.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, I mean,
It's an economic right now.
yeah, the economic on that. I mean,
12,000 in Dagestan will go.
fuck, 12,000 here you can piss on it and it wouldn't matter.
Fair.
You know?
All right. So does this put Justin Gaethje back in the idea of, all right, he is a potential title contender?
I think he's got the right steps to get to getting back there.
He's always been a potential
Yeah.
title fight.
Well,
title
it's
challenge.
been a bit, and he's had a few pretty bad knockouts. So
That fucking one against Max put him. He
Oh.
was out for a long time.
yeah,
And I think he needs. Well, he took a lot of time off, so that will help.
yeah, 100%.
You
But
know.
he's balls to the wall. I'm gonna get the shit beat out of me. I'm gonna get knocked out, or I'm gonna beat the crap out of the person I'm fighting.
Yeah.
He doesn't worry about I've got to go in and fight a perfect fight. He's a brawler,
Yeah, always
which
has
ties
been.
into the BMF title that he had.
He always has been a
Yeah.
fucking brawler.
He has been. So, all right, moving on. Invicta FC, Craig, has been announced. Where are we going?
Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Oh, wow, we doing an Indian casino?
Yes.
Very cool. Which one? No, they're actually really cool. Doing fights at Indian casinos is pretty nifty.
I honestly cannot remember which one we're going to right offhand.
God, I looked it up because I mean, that's how long it's going to take for me to drive there.
Keep
I
talking.
went to,
Only because I want to be back
You got it,
cage
Matt?
side.
well, it depends upon which one it is, but I did a couple of Bellators in Shawnee
Nope.
back in the old days. Like the Bjorn Revney days.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was...
What are we looking at? 50.
61. Invicta 61.
It's April, right? Or is it May?
April 4th.
April 4th, all right.
Grand Event Center in Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Okay.
Grand Casino Boulevard.
Nice. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Invicta always puts on an amazing show. They have had some
I don't
real
think there's
talent.
any other casinos in Oklahoma, but they're all Indian.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've done, I did an XF something, XFC, XFL out there once. Like I said, I was at, I don't remember where it was, but some show with Bellator back in the Bjorn Revney days. I like doing shows in Oklahoma. It's kind of interesting because every casino kind of has a little, or every Indian reservation has a little different rule to it. So,
Vactorville, right?
Thackerville's the one that I.
yeah, Thackerville would have been that generation.
Right next to Joe Exotic's.
Yes, right next to
Yep.
Joe
Yep.
Exotic. Like
We were
literally-
all fired up, and then COVID hit, and we were all like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to." And then we found out that it was closed, and it was like $250 a person to get in.
Good
and
Lord.
It was fucking ridiculous. I'm like, damn, I want to go, but I don't want to go that bad.
Yeah, 100%. So, all right. Another big one, as producer Matt's favorite MMA promotion, has lost its first bout. And that is Frank Mir is now out with a spinal fusion surgery and will no longer be taking on whomever he was supposed to be taking on that I don't think is real.
Verdum.
So Fabricio Verdum. All right, poll around the room. Was it really going to happen?
No.
I don't think either one.
I don't think
pass the
Frank.
physical.
Frank is not. I think Frank is physically just.
After that last boxing match and the one where they fought in the triangle thing, that was
His
a
last
bad,
fight at Bellator was bad.
I mean,
He is about to come back stronger.
Okay.
haven't we all?
Dude, they had to peel back and remove. His spine's not protected now. There's no way in hell he's ever going to fight again.
Ever. So, but anyway, I don't know. Is this GFL thing still happening? Because the posts have kind of slowed down. So what are we seeing there, producer Matt? Is there anything out there? Because I don't know, and I don't think these guys have seen it either. I haven't seen anything lately at all from GFL.
This is all I've seen.
So, and this was only because it was Frank Mir that they put out.
Right.
It wasn't about GFL. So, anything, Matt? No, nothing.
Nothing, just about the draft.
So that's about all that's out there. So it may not be happening. All right, moving into the world of boxing, and this one is pretty cool. Jimmy Range, I'm going to let you explain all of the intricacies that just happened that is about to bring us, for lack of a better term, UFC boxing.
It's going to be very interesting to see. Oh, God, how do you say his name again? Takiri?
Yeah,
Huh?
Takiri Al-Sheikh.
Takiri Al-Sheikh is being a financial backer, partnering with Dana White for a new boxing promotion in alignment with UFC and everything. What's interesting with it is, you think about how Dana pays out fighters, controls the top rank, and you've got the Ali Act across boxing, which has made sure you've got equal pay, you can negotiate all of that.
You get to see
You
the
really
money.
don't get to see the money and everything with the UFC.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this ties in when you got the boxing rules in play. Canelo thinks it's going to be good for it. But I'm pretty sure Canelo's also signed his big contract with Takiri as well. So he's already in line with a different set of fights there. But I think it's going to be interesting when it comes down to the pay, everything like that with it, and what's it going to do to the WCBC, WBA, all of them.
So does this now, because his goal is to like tie all of it into one thing now, right?
Yes.
So there would be no more WBA champ, WBC champ.
Well, that's what's going to be interesting is all of those are individual organizations. How's Dana going to pull it all under control?
You think the Sheik buys them? Buys the organizations?
He's got the money.
I mean, he does. There are
honestly,
claims
though,
the man's a trillionaire.
I don't see Arum selling out. Arum likes the control of his fights.
Who is that? Explain
Bob
that.
Arum.
Okay, explain who that is.
He's one of the top promoters out there right now.
Quick question: how old is Bob?
You're right. He's on his
I'm
deathbed.
just,
Being
He's
sarcastic,
old, right?
he's on his deathbed.
I'm just asking. I mean,
he's 80.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Well-
I'm only 49, and there's enough money out there that someone's gonna buy me out, and I can go fuck you guys.
Well,
Bye. I'm done.
The thing is, these guys are more, when you look at these guys running these promotions, they're more than just the money. Their ego's tied into it as well. It's like, to me, Arum is
I'm gonna
like
tell you
an
right now.
NFL owner.
I got a fucking ego, but there's definitely enough money to tell me to get me to walk the fuck away.
And I'm interested to see how it
And
plays
it's going
out.
to be interesting to see how it plays out with it.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they pull together as a boxing fan.
You said pull together.
I could have said pull apart.
Oh, good God. Okay.
But I know, it's what do we got coming forward with it? I mean, boxing right now, we've already talked about several times on this show. Where's the money coming from now? Are we seeing the same level of boxing in the States that we used to see, or is it all
Well,
in
It seems like they're taking
United
everything
Arab
over.
Emirates and all that?
They're taking it all the way over there.
Right. So
lot of it.
where is
A lot
boxing going
of
to
it.
wind up?
Even like, well, you got to think about it. They want the bigger fights of the UFC over there. They want PFLs over there a lot now. But
Well,
PFLs
PFL
all,
partner with that's where the money came
right?
from.
I know. I'm just going to say that.
so
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Vegas isn't the only stop anymore, boys.
that is a true statement.
No,
so
it's not.
what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments or on our Spotify, where you can find all of our past episodes. That's right. Check out MMA Bourbon Society on Spotify for all of our back shows, including our St. Pat's Day show if you want to listen about what we talked about Irish whiskey before. All right.
Letter to Canada.
Our love letter to Canada started some trouble. Like, it really did. I did not realize by me joking and calling it the 51st state, I would piss off as many people as I did on Twitter. But hey, we had, like I said, we had 6,000 impressions in a week because of it.
Still waiting
so.
on the answer.
Yeah, 100%.
Still waiting on the answer. Do they both do it doggy style so they can both watch the hockey game? That's all I'm asking. No one's told me yes or no.
Oh,
And finally this evening, all right.
That's the gotcha question for me.
I've got a gotcha question too, so go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to start with mine first.
No.
As we were talking about, ESPN Plus has come out and said, yes, we acknowledge that we had issues with the ESPN Plus app.
I'm glad that you acknowledge that you had issues.
In order to buy the pay-per-view, which did not seem to go through, one Jimmy Range could not buy the pay-per-view.
45 minutes I tried.
Apparently in Canada they had no graphics.
Really?
No graphics on the
Well,
entire
once they become the 51st state, they can get graphics.
That's fair. And they'll
Donald Trump.
That was their tariff.
They'll figure out what
Trump
better
said
whiskey is too.
no
so.
graphics.
Okay, but they have come out and issued a statement that said, we apologize and we have taken action to fix it.
Oh.
Even though the last
3-4 fights have had issues.
15,
20.
20.
As long as I can fucking think of,
all of
because
this
every
since
time
they
I try
took
to use
over.
that piece of shit, it buffers.
Craig, stop trying to use it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So
I won't watch a fight on ESPN Plus for the simple fact is every time I get on that fucking app, I can't even watch hockey on it. It fucking buffers.
No, hockey pulled up for me. That's what pissed me off. I
can
could go
get
watch
hockey
any
pulled.
hockey
say
game I wanted.
that, say that one on the mic because that's beautiful. So
There's no buffering on the WNBA games.
Yeah, true. WNBA. Yeah. Angel Reese. Me and her. I'm with them. I think they should sit out if they don't get paid.
oh Lord. Okay.
That
With
fucking
that
girl.
though,
That
all
girl's
right.
so
Dude, we
delusional.
just lost a segment of our audience.
That's fine. But
I don't.
I don't think any of our segment watches the WNBA. But here's my thing. They have talked now about adding 313 for free onto ESPN Plus so that everyone can watch it. Does that mean I get my money back, number one, because I bought it?
No. Do I get my subscription back that I paid for subscription that I can't use?
Absolutely. So,
I only have
is this enough?
I only have it because I got the Disney bundle for fucking Star Wars. That's the only reason I have.
They should have
ESPN Plus.
immediately started showing it for free that night when they had the issue.
They should have
terrible.
They should have rerouted it to ESPN, overrode whatever's on ESPN.
The problem is they even have the fucking issues on ESPN with it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like their streaming sucks fucking dick.
You know what? I don't ever have any other problem
It's
with.
fucking terrible.
So I don't have issues watching anything on ESPN except the UFC.
Not me. Anytime I try to use ESPN Plus, it fucking buffers. And then I have to go in and out, in and out, in and out to try to watch it. It was like trying to watch Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Oh, that was terrible. But that was
was bad.
Netflix. But yeah, they weren't ready for that one in the least. So,
They are now, I bet.
all right. Jim Raines, you said you have a gotcha question tonight also.
So we're going to go back to boxing real quick.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Tank Davis, Lamont
Yes.
Roach fight.
Oh, yeah. The knee that didn't get counted as an 8 count.
Oh,
So winds
yes.
up being the decision. And if you look at it, Tank took a knee.
Twice, didn't he?
Like, he took the knee once and then goes to his corner and gets his brow wiped.
That's illegal.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Can't touch him until in
How
between
do you
rounds.
not get credit for, and
A
this is
knockdown.
to you guys, get credit for a knockdown with the knee going down?
No.
But how do
That's
you
a
not
fucking
have a
knockdown.
DQ with your corner interjecting without a timeout and having a doctor reason look at the eye or anything?
That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I like
Who-
Tank. I
who-
really
yeah.
do.
Who the fuck is the ref on that one? That's all ref.
Yeah, 'cause
that
that's
is
the-
all ref. Where
that's
was
the
this fight
referee.
at? Where was the fight at? That's the other question.
New York.
Wow, that's a surprise
Surprising.
there.
Vegas, I
Them
would have expected
motherfuckers,
that shit.
them motherfuckers are on your shit
Yes.
in
Well,
New York.
You know,
And Roach even
yeah.
filed.
Wow.
Well, you
You
would
have
have
to. Did Roach end up losing the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Yeah, because
that's a knockdown.
It's 100% a knockdown, but you are told in the rules meeting of a boxing fight like that you can't touch them until the end of the round.
Right.
There is nothing that says it. If the doctor is called in, it's
It
the
was a
doctor
draw.
that does
It wasn't-
everything.
It was a
wound
draw.
up being a draw.
Should have been a win.
It should have been a win for Roach. Yes.
Absolutely.
I
So-
thought it was a draw. Yes.
No, I think that is a terrible call. I think that is a
Two of them had a 114 each. One had a 115-13 for Davis. So you take the knockdown, you got a
There's
point
one
away. It's
point.
114, 113, but then you got 113, 114, 113, 114.
it's a majority win. So
It should have been a majority win.
I hate the scoring.
That is the bitch of boxing. So yes, Matt.
I just want to mention that you're overlooking the biggest moment of combat sports in the weekend.
Okay, tell me your gotcha now, Matt.
Paige Van Sant. She's back. She's back.
You know,
Oh my God.
You want a slap fight
Tell you what,
by decision? It's not a slap fight. It's a pillow fight.
I will say, fucking her husband come into the UFC his debut and beat
Yeah,
the
he looked really
fuck
good.
out of that dude.
He
I was
looked really
surprised
good.
because last time I seen him fought, he got
Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Which I mean, Austin's always been a really good fighter. Last time I seen him fought, he got
Yeah.
he got the fuck beat out of him.
So I'm kind of agreeing with you, Jimmy, that if you win a slap fight by decision,
It's a pillow fight.
because but
A lot of people would like to see her in a pillow
but
fight.
I hate to say it because they
I'd
seem to
shoot it.
give her preferential treatment because she
Treatment?
flinches.
treatment.
Either or,
Yeah.
because she flinches.
That's 2 for flinching, bitch.
But you can't flinch in power slap. It's
That's
in the
2
rules.
for flinching. You should get 2
It's in
slaps.
the rules. So, all right, ladies
2
and
for
gentlemen,
flinching.
we apologize for the late show. We thank you very much, of course, for joining us. Check out all of us on
He
the socials.
apologized for the late show, but no, the only motherfuckers got to get up at 4 a.m.
So it's all fine. Every bit of it's fine. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify, on YouTube, and all of our outlets, including Instagram, Twitter, and all of those. So for all of us here at the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, everybody.
See ya.